welcome to the Lunchtime Podcast, a podcast about life, lunch, and the pursuit of happiness. We got the original Big Three back: Chris Byam, Zach Morgan, and of course me, Harrison Greenfield.
Dreidel.
Here to talk some Week 10 NFL, some Lord of the Rings. It's gonna be quite the show. We've put some real preparation into this one. So yeah, we'll talk football first. If we're gonna the Lord of the Rings stuff, we'll tell you where to skip to in the description. Look at the description. You'll see the minute that we start talking about that. If you're here for the football stuff, then just hang on real quick. We'll be talking about that stuff soon. It's been an interesting year so far. We haven't really been able to get together to talk about it. But even with the COVID situation, it looks like, we're going to have a full season. It looks like the teams are shaping out to play similarly to how we expected. Maybe, a couple teams proving to be a little better than we thought. A couple teams maybe not doing as well. But other than that, I feel like it's been a pretty good season so far. So I'm excited to talk about it with you guys. So
the Jets.
We don't have to bring them up.
Big loss last night.
I was so happy. Chris, I can't tell you how much I've never rooted for the Patriots harder in my entire life. I've never rooted for the Patriots, period, in my entire life.
It's never
too
late.
A big win.
It's never too late.
That was a big win for me. So thank you to Boston, to you guys.
The Patriots are down by the dips. I know, it's because I moved here. It's because I moved here. Everything sucks now.
Once you said you were going to become a Mets fan, that was it. Now the Mets got Steve Cohen. You jinxed it. Just come over to the dark side. Mets, Jets, Knicks. We're on the up and up.
Well, no, the Patriots are in if the Patriots were a stock, they're in a dip right now. You got to buy them now. They'll be fine.
Good that you moved there during a dip, because then people might accuse you of being a bandwagon.
True. I'll stick it out.
Yeah.
I'll stick it out. I'll be part of the renaissance of Boston sports in a couple of years.
Didn't they go through a 40-year period of not winning anything? I feel like, are you about to hit that stride now that you just moved there? You're just going to go another 40 years without a Super Bowl, World Series?
I mean, there was definitely a stretch, I think. But the Celtics won. The Celtics never went that long without winning. But the Red Sox went 86 years.
It's due.
They were
here. They deserve
the
it.
Mets.
Patriots.
The Red Sox, dude. The Patriots, they're due for some regression, statistically speaking. I would say that's apt. Just running the numbers, But yeah, I mean, I guess the only way to tanking's off the table. So now I guess I'm all in on. They're adding teams to the playoffs, it seems, every week. So eventually they just might let the whole AFC in the playoffs, and then it's anyone's guess who's going to move on. So I'm fully in. I mean, there's no way you're going to finish worse than the Jets, the Jags, and the entire NFC East at this point. So I might as well just root for a playoff run. I mean, they get a chance to play the Jets again. They play the Dolphins twice. I think they'll give the Bills a better run next time.
Pause.
Yeah,
you're trying to make a playoff run with the Patriots right now?
Yeah, what else is there to root for?
I mean, okay. I just take it from somebody who knows. You got to start low expectations by them. Low expectations with this stuff. You're not used to.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how to do that yet.
Best, what you do is you go in.
Zach, tell him you're in the
going to situation right now. You think, you know what? We can go 8-8 this year. That's
yeah.
That's the mentality, and from there, you're probably not going to get 8, but it gives you it's never impossible unless your team is like the Jets this year. You can always.
When's the Jets Raiders game? December 6th. Circle that on your calendars, because last year that's when the Raiders season just took a spiral downwards.
It happened again. I think that we're going to be the team that the Jets beat. It would just be a Raiders move.
We're gonna have to do a virtual tailgate. Or I mean, we could maybe we could go to Clinton Hall or something or somewhere to watch the game because we might have to reenact that.
We gotta.
I don't even want them to win though. I'm rooting for the Raiders that game. I want to go 0-16.
Both be unhappy.
I want to go 0-16 this year.
Dude, what are you some kind of Trevor Lawrence simp?
Trevor Lawrence.
Dude, I feel like he's not gonna go there. He's gonna do the Eli Manning. He's gonna demand either stay in school for another year or just demand that the Jets trade him to a more competently organized team.
You can't demand anything. He's a first-year rookie.
Google Eli Manning.
First-year rookie, obviously.
Eli Manning pulled some moves. He did not want to be a
Speaking of the Raiders, Zach, they look pretty good. They get the Broncos at home this week, right?
Yep.
It'd be a good game.
I like that -5.
Divisional
matchup.
-5. See, as soon as you say
with the COVID fines.
As soon as you say you start liking the Raiders as favorites to cover a spread, I think you got to check yourself. You don't want to get too high on that horse.
That's the problem.
I think the Broncos kind of stink though. They just lost to the Falcons. The Falcons covered against them.
Falcons are good. They just have bad defense.
Ooh.
I'm sure the Raiders will make it incredibly close.
Yeah. All right, so let's move to our proposals that we have for Roger Goodell.
No. Wait, what proposal? No. Let's wait. Before we get to that, let's do our spreads of the week.
Oh, okay.
I'll go first because I know your guys is much more interesting. But this week I like the Chargers +2.5 against the Dolphins. I think simply because I think the Dolphins right now I think the Dolphins stock is high and they've had a couple good games. They obviously played the Rams a couple weeks ago and kicked their ass at home. Then they went to the Cardinals, beat the Cardinals, but the Cardinals defense is low-key shady and they're a good team offensively, but defensively they have no weapons. I just think the Chargers, Justin Herbert, I just feel like they've been so close. But I feel like they're gonna win this one.
They don't have to win. They don't have to win. They just have to not lose by 3.
Yeah.
Oh,
they just have to not lose by 3.
Okay, I like
the Jaguars to cover +2.5 this week
against
the Miami Dolphins.
I think a better prop bet for you would be to say I think the Chargers are gonna lose by between 1 and 3 points.
1 and 2. That's not a bad bet. Good odds on that.
But
no,
is the game? Where's the game?
The game is in Los Angeles.
Ooh, right. Dolphins traveling west.
Let me just get our data guy on that real quick. But I'm pretty sure
Dolphins traveling west. So the time clock they're going to be.
Last time they
3 hours.
Fucked up the Niners though.
Oh no! It's in Miami. It's in Miami.
Oh, Harrison.
That's why. Yeah, I'd still take them. I think the Dolphins have to regress a little bit.
Miami's open. I think the Chargers players going to come in. LA's all uptight and closed, like West Coast liberal governor. It's on it tight. They're going to go to Miami, Florida, Republican, no masks, a little open. You're going to go out a little bit in Miami. Show up a little, hungover for the game, and I don't know if I like that, Harrison.
I like it. I like the +3 because they're gonna lose by 1.
My favorite bet this week though is Bears Vikings under 45 points. I think that game is 10-7 somebody. I don't know who's gonna win, but I think the game ends 10-7.
Yeah.
I think Dalvin Cook's done scoring 40 points in fantasy every week. He can't keep that up 3 weeks.
That's gotta end.
Against the Bears defense, and the Bears can't score, so I just feel like it's under 45 is the move. Fine, why are you rotating? Why are you back? Why are you upside down?
Nothing. Anyway.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like it, but it's your pick, not mine. So that's why we do the show.
Yeah, we'll leave it to a vote. We'll leave it to a fan vote, and we're gonna bet it anyway. And I guess we'll let the Dolphins and the Chargers decide the outcome.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. Byam and Zach, I guess, because I know you guys got.
I don't know what Zach. I don't know what Zach's is.
game.
I don't know what Zach's is. So I want to hear his first.
He said it. All right.
I had Carolina. I did Carolina plus 5.5, right? And you have Bucks minus 5.
Whoa. Where'd you get 5.5 from?
It was 4.5 when I checked, but I mean, does that change your pick, Zach? Material change.
Did it go down? I had 5.5.
I just looked,
but it's fine.
4.5.
I'll hear out your argument, I suppose. I'll be so gracious.
I mean, first of all, Antonio Brown is cursed and toxic.
Oh, okay.
He ruins everything that he touches, and
bias.
I don't think it's a coincidence that the second that he joined. It's 4.5 now. I'm still going with Carolina. You know what? I'm interested to hear what your little tidbit is, but I feel like Teddy covers. Teddy is the king of covering. I don't know exactly what.
Zach, I'm with you.
But I feel like every time I bet on the Panthers, Teddy figures out a way to come within, whatever. They're always like underdogs by like somewhere between 4.5 and 5.5, and they get it done.
They did just play the Chiefs close up until last minute. And
Zach, I'm with
Bucks,
you. I'm with you.
Are the Bucks better than the Chiefs? I had Bucks minus 4.5, and my reasoning is I'm just not scared about the Panthers at home. Like Tom Brady coming off a historically bad loss, he's gonna and Bruce Arians flamed him for not giving the ball to Mike Evans. I think Tom Brady is gonna come out and throw for 5 touchdowns, and they're gonna win by 10 plus. And a couple stats for you. After a loss, Tom Brady is 44-21 against the spread. And Carolina at home, 1-8-1 in their last home games against the spread. So I'm not scared of the Carolina. It's two things. I'm not scared of Carolina at home, and I think Tom Brady's going to come humming the ball. And I think he's going to find Mike Evans a couple times.
I feel like Tom Brady is he feels like Antonio Brown is his guy, and he has to get him a touchdown, and he's going to be trying to give Antonio Brown a touchdown the whole time. And it's not going to
And
how do they stop Run CMC?
And he's probably not going to play. He's got a shoulder injury. He's day to day. Day to day in the NFL almost always means you're missing a week.
Yeah.
So, even with McCaffrey, I would still feel comfortable with that. But yeah, when was the last time you saw a player was day to day in the Yahoo write-up?
Julio and Melvin every goddamn week for my fantasy team.
For their entire
every single for the last 3 years of having them in fantasy.
I've been playing fantasy for a long time, and when that Yahoo write-up says day to day, 98 points. I mean, we'll get the stats department to run these numbers.
Yeah, this can't be right.
98% of the time, day to day means they don't end up playing. At least this year,
right.
for me. But yeah, that's my
reasoning.
reasoning.
You guys betting against each other this week?
I don't know. I don't want to be at odds, because then it's no fun to root. But maybe we'll find a happy medium with a tease or something.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll make it work.
It's still kind of fun. I mean, a little friendly competition didn't hurt anybody. All right, so yeah, let's go to our Roger Goodell proposal here, which I think the fans, I think everyone's gonna love this one. So. What we did here, we brought it up on last week's pod that doesn't exist for reasons that are not going to be mentioned on this pod. But
Harrison Topgolf Greenfield.
What we decided was that we're going to come up with our new divisions for the NFL. So our rules were basically for the current divisions, you can't have two teams that are currently more than two teams that are currently in the same division in the same new division that you're creating, and it doesn't have to be 8 divisions. So who wants to kick us off here? I feel like everyone's excited to kind of to share theirs.
Yeah.
What?
Do yours. Let's hear
All
your.
right, I'll kick us. All right, I'll kick us off. I'll kick us off.
Ladies first. Ladies first.
So I have 10 divisions.
Whoa.
I said it doesn't have to be 8.
I know.
5 seconds ago.
We're not even
right.
10 seconds in. Harrison's already moving the goalposts.
All right. So matchup monsters: Kansas City, Baltimore, Steelers, Seahawks. This is purely out of they play each other twice a year now, and you just get those games twice a year for the next 10 years. Or I guess the Steelers, we'll see who they get as their next quarterback, but other than that, for the foreseeable future, those matchups are freaking awesome. You got it's Kansas City, Baltimore, the Steelers, and the Seahawks.
Okay.
The next division, it's called Turn It Off. You got Giants, Bears. And this way you just don't have to watch, they have to play each other now. I think 4 times. The math would be like 4 times they have to play each other, and they can just go do their own thing. Then you got the sprained ankles. These are teams that I just feel like are always injured. 49ers, Bengals, Packers, Cowboys. Then you got the offenders, teams with offensive names, Washington and the Browns. Then you have the destined for mediocrity division, which is the Lions, the Jaguars, the Panthers, and the Broncos. Then you have the up and coming division, Chargers, Arizona, the Dolphins, and Cincinnati.
Okay.
So everyone got a first year or second year QB that's looking pretty good right now.
I thought Cincinnati already was in the sprained ankles division.
Oh no. No, they're not.
I don't think I heard them.
No, 49ers. Oh no, you're right. You're right. Who the fuck did I miss? I missed somebody. I knew I missed somebody.
Let's see if we can figure it out.
Let's see if we can figure it out. All right. The one Super Bowl relevant and now they kind of stink club: Falcons, Texans, Rams, Eagles. Then you got the nobody asked how old your QB is division: Saints, Patriots, Colts. Then you have the Warriors of old division, the Titans, Raiders, and Vikings, and that's just based on their names.
Nice.
And then you have the Sorry, what were you gonna say?
I like that play off the team names. It's a good one.
And then you have the foot fetish phenoms, which is the Jets and the Bills, just the 2 teams that Rex Ryan coached once upon a time. And this way they have to play each other, 4 times a year. Like that's fine. Nobody needs to see that all those games.
That's a nice little alliteration you did there. The foot fetish phenoms.
That was the first thing I thought of. I was like, all right, where can I use this?
That was square
good. Good fantasy team names. Good fantasy team name. The foot fetish phenoms.
Who did I miss? Damn, who did I miss? I feel like that video of Wolf,
Broncos?
I'm Wilford Brimley and I have diabetes.
No, he had the Broncos.
Who did I hit?
Destined for mediocrity.
No, I had the Broncos.
Who the hell did I hit?
The Bucks? Did you
I struck my wife.
Yeah, he got the Bucks. That was good, Harrison. I like those.
Did I get I didn't get the Bucks.
Did you get the Packers?
Did I?
Yeah, he got the Packers were always injured.
The Panthers?
No, I got the the nobody asked how old your QB is should have been the Saints, the Buccaneers, and the Colts. I said the Patriots by accident, thinking of Tom Brady. The Patriots, I guess, I don't know where they fall. They have to fall in somewhere over here. Maybe the Warriors of old. I'll move them to the Warriors of old and put the Bucks in the nobody asked how old your QB is division.
That fits, depending how old.
They're just independent. They're like the Navy.
They're Patriots. I don't know.
Or like Notre Dame. They're just not in the conference.
Yeah.
Those are good.
Oh, good stuff.
It's good stuff.
All right. Who's next?
I'll give mine a whirl. I'll start with the I'll start with I'll get the worst ones out of the way first, and we'll get to the funny ones. But this is sort of the collection I had. It's like coast to coast. So this is called the Jet Setters. The Washington football team, Cincinnati Bengals, Detroit Lions, 49ers. Second one is Southern Comfort.
Wait, what's
Jacksonville.
The Setters? What do they have? What are they?
This is the last four I had, but they're strategically placed out evenly from East Coast to West Coast.
Oh.
So you got to traverse the country to get to them. We have Southern Comfort, Jacksonville Jaguars, Tampa Bay Bucks, Tennessee Titans, Carolina Panthers. We have the land of the Bills, the Buffalo Bills, the Houston Texans in honor of Bill O'Brien, the New York Giants in honor of Bill Parcells, and the Cleveland Browns in honor of Bill Belichick started his career there.
It's a lot of Bills.
We have the Gotta Catch a Flight division, all major airport hubs. The Los Angeles Chargers, LAX, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Fort Worth, Denver Broncos, Denver, and New York Jets, JFK, and they're the Jets. We have the Bird Gang,
Disrespectful.
Atlanta. Oh, true. Well, wait. The Bird Gang, the Atlanta Falcons, Philadelphia Eagles, Seattle Seahawks, Arizona Cardinals. We have the Defense Wins Championships division, just defensive powerhouses: Chicago Bears, Baltimore Ravens, Pittsburgh Steelers, and I guess the Vikings. Party. We have Party Time, all the party cities: Las Vegas Raiders, Miami Dolphins, New Orleans Saints, Los Angeles Rams, the place where everyone wants to play.
Love it.
And then we have the franchise QB division: Kansas City Chiefs, the Patriots, Indianapolis Colts, and Green Bay Packers. I feel like when I think of all four of those teams, I just think of like the franchise QBs, and that's why I broke them up.
Like it.
And it worked out. I had eight of four teams. So
that makes a lot of sense. I don't know why I did 10. It's gonna be tough from a playoff standpoint, but now
it's gonna
wait, now the Jets or the Bills and the Giants and the Bears automatically have to make the playoffs each year. That's kind of an issue. But
it's gonna be a tough sell. It's gonna be a tough sell to the owners. That's for sure.
Yeah.
All
right, Morgan. Let's see what you got.
First one. So this is I had names. I sent you guys the names before. This is the Man's Football Conference. This is just like you think of these teams, and these are just those. First of all, these are all those teams where it doesn't matter who's on the field. You see their jersey, and you think like this team has a nasty defense, and I don't want to play them. It's the Steelers, the Ravens, the Bears, and the Seahawks.
Oh,
they just have like that's never like a soft team.
Except this
year, Seahawks who just let up 41 points.
but I had the same train of thought.
I agree.
The Legion of Boom. Yeah.
Even when the Seahawks their defense is this bad, you still for whatever reason.
I still almost picked them up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I still almost picked them up.
You're like the Seahawks.
Yeah, I agree.
My next one is the weather's cold and the fans are mean. This is the Eagles, the Giants, the Patriots, and the Bills.
I'm surprised you didn't say the Jets just out of personal experience.
Yeah, they were close. I just feel like these are just places
Giants fans suck.
You don't want to go if you're like just a visiting fan. It's freezing cold, and it's a bunch of northeast New England assholes and Philadelphians, just not good people.
I've been to Lincoln Financial Field in a Tom Brady jersey.
Oh God,
how was it? It was bad. It was bad.
Oh, I'm surprised you're alive.
What I did is I made it like, you know how the British have like a Premier League and then they have a league under the Premier League, which is like the not good teams. There's now going to be a Premier League and a Division 1A. So these two divisions are both in the Premier League. I'll let you know once we get to the Division 1A teams. The next is Middle America. This is a Premier League. Packers, Vikings, Broncos, Chiefs. just kind of all those teams that are out in the middle.
Okay.
Those are fun matchups. You'd love to see obviously you had to keep the Packers Vikings together, and now we get to see Rodgers against Mahomes twice a year. Just felt like a good combo. Next is Division of Sadness. This is a Division 1A team. This is the Bengals, the Browns, the Lions, and the Redskins.
Oh,
and
so much sadness.
I think that it's good to just put them all together like this, because now, like, the Browns and the Bengals they get a tough draw being with the Ravens and the Steelers every year. It just sucks for them. They can never make the playoffs, but when they're now in the same division, it lets them stand out a little more. Like the Browns can shove around the Lions a little bit and maybe make the playoffs.
It's funny because I also put the Browns and Washington in the same division.
Yeah,
for that reason. They need some help.
Something I really struggled with was separating the Browns and the Bengals, because I feel like they're intertwined. They always just need to be in the same division.
Yeah, they have to be.
They might as well be the same team, honestly. They should just. What other team can we combine? What other two teams can we combine and then just make 30 teams for the NFL? Because I feel like those two can definitely be.
Jags, Texans. Or Jags, Titans.
Maybe like
two newest
I was going to say Jags, Titans.
Just make the AFC South two teams.
My next one is the classics: Cowboys, Raiders, Niners, Rams. These are just like good, hardy American teams.
I'd question the Rams in there, but the other three I totally agree with.
Okay.
I guess maybe Kurt Warner, best show on turf in the late 90s, early 2000s. Okay, I see it. Actually, I see it.
I'll
allow it.
Next is a Division 1A, the expansion teams. This is Chargers, Texans, Bucks, Titans. So just like kind of like franchises that just throw them together. They're all like fairly new. Like they're all kind of like an off-brand I get like the Chargers are the off-brand LA team, the Texans are the off-brand Texas team, the Bucks are one of the three shitty Florida teams. The Titans are just like, I don't know, the Titans.
They're like
I feel like Marcus
of their
Mariota is still
regions.
on the Titans.
Yeah, Mariota.
Don't you feel that way?
Yeah.
I always forget he's not. Is he even in the league anymore?
On the Raiders.
For some reason, I still think he's on the Titans.
When I think Mariota, I think Oregon still. Like in those
Hawaii.
weird green uniforms. Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah, and then
the Walmart brand teams.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, perfect. Walmart brand. I'm gonna rename it. Then next is the Southern Classics. Basically, just similar premise to the Classics. This is the Dolphins, the Saints, the Cardinals, and the Falcons. Only questionable Cardinals, but you know what? I threw them in there.
Carson Palmer. Oh no, Carson Palmer was Bengals, wasn't he? No, he was Cardinals for a while.
No, he was on the Cardinals.
Yeah.
All right.
The last one is the Randos. These are just teams sorry, Harrison. These are just teams I didn't know what to do with.
Don't apologize. There's nothing to do with the Jets.
My rationale for these is if you think of a team and you can't think of who their rival is, they get put in here. So it was Colts, Panthers,
Patriots,
Jets. Oh, come on.
Wait,
that's our rival.
Wait, Zach, right. I want to try to think of something for these teams. So was it Jets, Colts, Panthers,
Jags?
Well, two are Cats.
A band of misfits.
There's not like an exciting rivalry you can think of that team has, I guess, to put it that way.
The foot fetish phenoms.
Colts is a horse. The Flying Horse Cats. There we go.
Flying Horse Cats.
All right. So, Mr. Goodell, if you're listening, think about it. Put it to a vote with the owners and get back to us with your final decision.
And do a better job.
Yeah, just in general, maybe. Yeah, just for the next few years.
Although you got to feel for the commissioner at times.
By him, are you
as a commissioner?
Sad day as commissioner?
not sad, just disappointing. That two teams would try to pull a fast one like this and then just make me feel like the asshole. So
Welcome
it's just
to the
everyday
world.
stuff.
They're wrong.
I know, but
yeah. You're the guy who gave me so much shit for adding a bench spot during COVID season when half the players are just like getting COVID and not being able to play every week.
I'll stand by that. It's like going hunting on the waiver wire now is like, it's like shopping for scraps.
I've done well on the waiver.
I haven't. I don't even check it anymore. I'm so done. My team sucks.
MT is back.
Commissioner,
MT is back.
You got to be on full alert for tanking trades out of those 0-8, 1-9, or 0-9, 1-8 teams. Keep an eye out.
I'm holding Thomas going down with the ship. Won't be trading him.
I respect that. I respect that.
Anyway, nobody cares about your fantasy team. Hey, so
true.
All right. Are we ready to do the segment that we've all been really just anticipating this whole time? If you haven't seen Lord of the Rings, pause right now. Go sit down for 9 hours. Get your favorite brand of Cali OG Kush and just watch all 3 Lord of the Rings and do nothing the rest of the day or the rest of the week. Actually, I literally when we did that viewing last year, I literally couldn't I couldn't sleep for the whole weekend. I don't know why. It was like so weird. I just like
over a year ago.
What?
A year ago.
Yeah, it was like about a year ago. It was like December, right? Yeah. December of last year, January maybe. Mm-hmm. I remember there was no football. Maybe it was a Saturday. Maybe we did it on a Saturday, and then the whole Sunday was ruined somehow. I felt like hungover from all the Lord of the Rings.
I can check my calendar. I remember I had it marked in my calendar, so I can look that up for us. We'll send it over to
great
Stats.
Day.
We'll send it over to Stats. Have them look it up.
That's gotta be in my top 10 days of the last year. Great day. All right.
Oh yeah, it's up there.
So this segment is who, out of all the Lord of the Rings characters in the trilogy, would you pick to be president and why? And what are your reasons? I'm not gonna go first this time. Let's go around the horn.
I think we got to hear Zach.
Yeah, I think Zach first, then you, Chris, and then I'll go.
So my thought is, if the question is who should be, it's Sam. He's the guy.
Is that not what the question is?
I feel like Sam is like Pete Buttigieg. He's just not. He's a hobbit. He's a little outsider. He's a little odd. He's qualified, but he's not going to get the popular vote.
He would
in the swing states.
Yeah, you're nailing it. He would be the best. He would have the best intentions as being president, but he can't win. He doesn't know the mechanisms of. He wouldn't know how to get the super delegates. He wouldn't even be able to get through the primaries, to be honest. But
interesting. Okay.
So that's why it's Gandalf. It's got to be Gandalf. He can easily get both the city votes, like the California. He can get like the Rohan. He can get the Minas Tirith. He can pick those up because he's in both those battles. But then also, he can get those Hobbit votes that the Hobbits aren't going to vote for Aragorn. Like he's kind of like this elitist vibe about him that they're like, who is this guy? But Gandalf he's been everywhere. He knows everybody. He knows exactly how the system works. I think he's the guy. I don't see who beats him. I don't see who. He has too wide of an influence on the entire country. He can pick up those swing states because he's pretty reasonable. He's not going to be too harsh in one direction. I don't know. What do you think?
Buy him. You got that Walmart brand Wi-Fi or something? You're frozen.
Oh yeah, buy him froze.
Yeah, he's got that Walmart brand Wi-Fi.
I know. I'll be back in a second.
He's got to go.
Am I back?
All right. I hear you.
Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, the Wi-Fi.
Is that Boston Wi-Fi? Is that just how it is over there?
Oh, okay, I'm back. Yeah, and about Gandalf, he would beat the streets, run a campaign trail like no one ever has. You know, he'd be everywhere. He could fly.
With the magic show and all that.
And to your point about the hobbits are only concerned about, you know, this comfy life. They want to have their 3 breakfasts, and like they just want to see how they're going to benefit, you know, how they're going to improve life in the Shire. I was thinking someone who could put together a Trump-like campaign, Saruman of vote out of thin air with the orcs. But you're right. He would have trouble winning the popular vote, but if he can have power and numbers in the right regions, he could. But
good point.
Yeah, but in terms of, I thought of this more of.
There's a lot of orcs.
I thought of it more as a process of elimination. I don't think it could be a hobbit. I think Frodo and Bilbo both have sort of some like selfish tendencies at times. I like your pick of Sam. Yeah, I like your pick of Sam, but I don't think a hobbit's made out to be like a ruler.
Nah.
I thought about Gimli and how good he is at like riling up a crowd, and those dwarves, you know, who knows how many of those there are running out in numbers. He might be able to get some elven votes.
Gimli is like that. He's like a libertarian, you know. He like picks up dwarf vote, like cuts out like 2% of the total. You know, if you're
he has common ground with a lot of other regions, and he's short like the hobbits. They're good at certain crafts with their hands, like the elves. The elves are very good at weaving and making weaponry. The dwarves are very good at smithing and mining ore, and that could help facilitate, you know, trade relations between them. Gimli wouldn't be bad. I don't think you could have an elf though, because I think you mentioned Aragorn being aloof. I think the elves are the most aloof and elitist. They could rule forever. They live forever. I don't know, but I mean, I think I'd have to go with the. I think better than Gandalf. I think the dude who's the king of the elves. What's his name? Thranduil or whatever. He's a good ruler because he makes the sacrifices. He withheld certain information from people for the greater good of the elves and his people. And yeah, the guy, the I don't.
Didn't you just say he can't be an elf?
Yeah, the guy who plays he's also in the Matrix. Yeah,
yeah, he's Mr. Smith. He's Mr. Smith.
Yeah. I just I just think I can't remember his name, but I think he does a great job of leading and protecting the elves, and you know, he organizes the whole fellowship, and I don't know, I think he did a great job there, and I think he'd be able to transfer skills to governing the room. I think Gandalf's the easy one, but I think you can give him a run for his money.
I think he'd have a tough time picking up those 3-4 electoral votes that come from like the Shire. You know, he couldn't get.
Yeah.
You know, they're kind of like simple.
And the men. He'd have the men maybe. They'd be a little jealous that he gets to live forever, have a beautiful wife.
It might be the Sam case that he's one of the best for the job, but he can't. You know, can't get the vote.
What do you think, Harrison?
See,
we covered a lot of ground already.
We covered a lot of ground, and my initial thought was like Gandalf is the obvious, the easy choice. I think having a guy like Gandalf as president, though, that's scary. Like the magic, the power that Gandalf holds.
That's why he can't
I don't think a lot of people and a lot of elves and a lot of, obviously he's not winning that orc vote by any means. Saruman is not backing that horse, like Saruman's not giving him his vote. So the orcs are, none of the orcs are voting for him. I actually think I thought about this a lot today. I think Samwise Gamgee could have a chance. And let me tell you why. All right, I got some statistics. I got his resume. I think it's all in his resume. All right.
He played football at Notre Dame. He was in season 2 of Netflix.
He's Stranger Things, Notre Dame. For real, in Lord of the Rings, right? He's been in battles, right? He's brave.
For those who don't know, we're talking about Sean Astin.
Yeah, Sean Astin, Samwise Gamgee. He's been in battles. He's brave. He has a first lady, which a lot of the other candidates don't, and Rosie Cotton.
Oh.
Has he been in battles though?
Dude, the whole adventure. He's in battles the whole time.
I feel like that's where the Fox News of Middle Earth can't verify that those battles happen. He wasn't in like the large scale battles that.
All right.
Wasn't in the famous.
Okay. Then Gandalf was a prisoner of war, and he's a loser and a sucker. Like Gandalf is John McCain, according to Trump.
But he doesn't make mistakes either. Samwise did not make a mistake the entire trilogy. He stays within the confines and the rules of the adventure. He leads Frodo out of the Shire to Mount Doom. Now, whether or not this can be verified by Fox News or other news sources is to be determined. But, assuming that's true, he managed Gollum the entire freaking time. He was managing Gollum, keeping him away from Frodo. He saves Frodo multiple times. The tentacle creature in the mount, the Moria, the mountains of Moria or whatever. The spider. The Mines of Moria, the spider that like attacks Frodo and like puts him in a web, and just saving Frodo from the power of the ring like multiple times. Like he literally, how many times did this dude just save all of like humanity by saving Frodo?
He's a veteran.
He's a vet, and he's a war hero. As Aragorn, I think Aragorn, whatever the human's name is, would back Samwise in an election.
He would need a big endorsement like that.
He would endorse Samwise, I think. I think Frodo, like the other hobbits, I had as a sleeper runner-up would be like a Pippin and Merry combo.
Oh.
But I just don't think they could have taken, to your point about Samwise, I don't think they could have taken Gandalf or Aragorn in an election. I feel like they're more of like the Joe Jorgensen of this debate. Like they have good intentions, good policies, but like they wouldn't have the backing. And they also have a history of stealing food and drinking too much. So like, that's just right off the bat, going to lose a lot of votes. I think Sam,
they're going to be exposed on Twitter.
He doesn't have real power. He doesn't have like a power that like could be like detrimental to society. So there's no danger of him abusing that power for his own interests. And he's just simply looking out for the good of the kingdom. I think, if the people of Middle Earth or of the whole kingdom, I don't even know, whatever Middle Earth and the orcs are going to vote for their Saruman, right? Like you said, like they're going to, like, you need a leader that's going to get all of the votes from the rest of the population. I think Samwise will get the hobbits. I think Gandalf would endorse him for his job well done with Frodo, getting Frodo to Mount Doom. And Aragorn literally said, "Hobbits, you bow to no one." Aragorn would back that horse.
A lot of people there.
So
a big crowd.
That's a good quote. That's a good quote. It's a good quote.
A lot of people in Middle Earth. So
we should put
Samwise.
We should put it to a poll, I think, with the listeners. Yeah. I think the top would be Samwise, Gandalf.
Who was your guy? It was
I gotta find his name.
And I was I was thinking of Legolas too. I'm surprised no one said Legolas, but
I don't know. Orlando Bloom rubs me the wrong way.
Elitist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the elves are too elitist. I agree.
He's too
kind of rubs me the wrong way.
He's too smitten over that girl to focus on ruling.
I think the fact is that like an overreaction for me. Like I feel like the fact that he has a first lady, that Sam has a first lady, is huge. That wins all. Like the women are definitely like more inclined to vote for that than Gandalf, bro. Gandalf like unattractive. What?
Elrond is your guy by him.
Oh, Elrond, yes.
Oh,
yes. That makes the hard decisions.
I like the Saruman take though. That would be a real. I feel like he could really figure out the. He would be the.
But
Trump.
How does he get? But he doesn't get. He doesn't get.
I don't know. You're right.
He's not going to get any of the Hobbit votes. He's not getting any votes except the orcs.
So
the Electoral College, he's done.
It depends on when he runs, because if he runs like before the Lord of the Rings and he like puts Grima Wormtongue into Rohan and convinces them all to vote for him, he could. I don't know. He could
do it
around and do some things like that. It's
all right. So honorable mention.
No one thought about Frodo. No one even thought for a second Frodo would be good at this.
Frodo.
I love it.
Honorable mention, since it didn't come up.
Sorry, Elijah Wood.
Honorable mention, Sauron ruling with an iron fist. But I think
he wouldn't win an election, though. He wouldn't win an election.
Yeah. So we got to figure out the best way to phrase the question if we're going to put a poll out. Who would be? I think best leader.
Who would you vote for?
I say who wins the Middle Earth Electoral College.
Oh, that's how we should phrase it. Because otherwise it gets too. It's personal. It's who would you vote for, and everyone's going to say either Sam or Gandalf. I think. I like that. Who wins the 270 votes in the Electoral College? Harris, we'll post it. Harris, you got to comment on the Twitter poll. Just Rudy.
No, I
damn.
Yeah, Gandalf was I was definitely there with Gandalf too. It was a tough call. I was like, you know what? Someone else is going to take Gandalf. I can't take Gandalf. Yeah. I can't back that horse.
I do think though, in any election, Gimli is such a third party candidate.
Yeah. He just has a lot in common with a bunch of the ruling factions in Middle Earth.
But I think he's more likely than like a Pippin and Merry though. Like I feel like I feel like Gimli actually could have a chance. You could make a case. You could build a case for Gimli.
The Bachelorette's starting. Zach, are you watching tonight?
No.
Damn. Chelsea doesn't watch that?
No.
Damn.
Is that good?
All right.
No.
Well, good luck. Good luck by him. Sounds like you're gonna need it.
No, they just brought on a new girl because the old one, like.
Yeah, wait. So what happened? She like literally like got married 2 weeks into this show.
Yeah, and they had to bring on a new girl. Yeah.
How quick when does the divorce happen? What's the over under? I feel like there's gotta be bets.
I think Devin was telling me they have to sign a contract that they can't divorce for 6 months.
What? What kind of contract is that?
I'm just saying. I'm the third. Don't shoot the messenger.
My dinner. Chelsea just texted me. Our dinner just got here.
Oh, what you got?
All right.
Some kind of a pork bowl.
Oh, ramen?
Sounds appetizing.
I'll let you know.
Picks. Post a pic to the LTP story.
All right.
All right. Thanks for listening. Stay tuned for next week. And vote.
Stay hungry.